Would it be fair to ask, was there a point of view, did the government take a point of view and, look, we can keep up something like this jobs credit for so long. Beyond that, I mean, we're just going to run out of money to be able to, keep this going.
It's a very good point. When this thing happened, this year I was in Geneva for the International Labour Congress. I met up with union leaders for around the world, from US, Europe, Asia. So we're exchanging notes regarding what happened in Singapore. So I shared with them how we managed to cut costs, save jobs, and so on. They were very envious. And one question asked was that where did the money come from? Did your government have to take a big loan and then be burdened with this huge interest and so on? We said no. What happened was that over the last many years, the Singapore government has been saving our surplus. So today, don't ask me how much is our national reserve, because we don't disclose them. But let me put it quite frankly, it's a lot. It's a lot. Now, so yeah. So when and the reason why we say it's a lot, and we say so, because you see, in many countries, they have other form of reserve. Yeah, in some countries they have oil as a reserve. In some countries you have, you have a lot of water, a lot of energy, a lot of people, a lot of resources. But in Singapore, we have nothing. We have no sand, we have no water, we have no natural resources. So the only thing we have basically is our human resources and the reserve that we have. And so during this downturn, basically what the government did was the first time in the history of Singapore, we actually dipped into our past reserve. It has never happened before. For the last 30, 40 years, we've always lived within our means. But this time around, we say, look, the crisis is just way too big, the worst global recession in 60 years. So as a result, the government made exception to so-called the Prime Minister use his first key to open the safe, to tap on the National Reserve. But for him to do so, he needed the concurrence of the president who is a non-partisan, elected by the people of Singapore. So he holds the second key. So the Prime Minister and the President, having in consultation, decided that yes, we'll make the exception. So both of them use the key or unlock the safe, and we draw down this money, the $4.5 billion, to fund the jobs credit. Now, at that point in time, we were quite mindful that firstly, we have no idea how long this downturn will last. Secondly, is that we're very clear in our mind that this wage subsidy cannot be a long-term program. Because at the end of the day, we must bite the bullets. The only way for Singapore to grow again is not by subsidizing wages for companies to hold to excess manpower. That can at best be a short-term solution. The real long-term solution, sustainable solution, is for us to upgrade our productivity, our capability, our adaptability. And there's a reason why, during this downturn, we have two programs. One, to subsidize wages up to the tune of 12%, but at the same time, there's a program to pay for the training upgrading. Yeah, and as it turned out, the one-year program works very well. And then, of course, businesses then ask the government that, yes, we thank you very much for the jobs credit. Yes, we are grateful that the economy is moving again. However, the recovery is very uncertain and very uneven. The W, uncertain, uneven. So government, can you not pull the plug suddenly? Can you do a soft landing? And I think Prime Minister listened to their view, the union give a feedback. So finally, we decided to scale down the program over the next 6 months. So from 12%, will drop to 9% to 6%, and eventually it will be phased out. So in other words, the businesses are fully aware. The unions, we are fully aware that the wage subsidy is only a short-term measures, and that we cannot rely on this scheme for the long term. So the only way to move ahead is still to be cheaper, better, and faster.
Great. Thank you for that, Minister.